the 1st of October. There is a crisp chill in the air coming in our open window, and we have a big quilt on the bed tonight, last night. Feels like October. So I just had a shower. We've had a really lovely lazy morning, and I'm going to pick some basil from our garden and make some pesto with it. Here's our little basil plant in our backyard and our game of gnomes gnome, which was a birthday present for Ryan from his brother Ezra. And this is one of my favorite plants, our hydrangea bush. It is like pastel pinks and blues and purples earlier in the year, and then they fade to this lovely like mauve and green color in the fall. So beautiful. And then the rest of our yard is a bit of a mess because we haven't really done anything with the flower beds yet, even though we've lived here for 3 years. We do have like mint and things here and there, but with a lot of weeds and wildflowers. I've planted these peonies, but they haven't bloomed yet because I planted them from seed, basically. It wasn't a seed, it was like a little root thing. But anyway, here is the main event. This is our pumpkin patch. So I'm gonna video it this way to give you an idea of how incredibly big it is. So all of the leaves are like as big as my head or bigger. And here, it's taller than me by a lot. And it's growing up the side of our house. It has these amazing little curly cubits. Aren't they so cute? And really lovely blossoms. And then this one seems like it's even trying to get a little pumpkin on there. There's a little pumpkin trying to grow. Curly cues and blossoms everywhere. I'm so in love with it. Now this whole thing is one big vine. It started with an heirloom pumpkin that we threw out that I had bought last year from Whole Foods. And we threw it in this hole. This hole was where we had dug up an old stump, and so it left a hole, and we've just been filling it with compostable materials since then. And one of the things we threw in there was the old pumpkin. So it started here, and then as you can see, it just started growing this way. All one big vine sticking to the ground and sprouting off different little offshoots. And then it went all the way around itself, making like a circle. And it also branched out in a couple places. So that's a new end, that's a new end, and there where it goes up on our house. And I'm just so in love with it. I don't know what we're gonna get in the way of pumpkins or when, but just this beautiful patch has been making us so happy. And it smells like pumpkin vine. If you know that green pumpkin scent, like our whole backyard smells like that now. So we have pesto. We are in pesto business, and I'm making it with this pasta, which is conchigli. You guys know my Italian not so good. But it's these little, I think it means snails. It's like little snails, snail shapes. I think they're gonna be really good with the mushrooms that we are also having. And I'm cooking these mushrooms in my favorite way to cook mushrooms, which is in a really big hot iron skillet, which I've got heating up over here. And that's actually a technique that I got from the book Relish, which is a graphic memoir by Leslie Nisley. And it's really, really great. And this is like the best way to cook mushrooms. You spread them out in the pan and they get just perfect, not, you know, slimy or too juicy at all. They just, the flavor intensifies and they become this amazing texture. And I'm noticing in the background, so now I have to show you our doll Fiona is on our fridge. Yes, they had a Hawksworth event, so they sent that to us, and we just left it up because we love her. See how they've all like shriveled up and gotten brown? The key is patience and giving them plenty of space so they don't steam each other. Pesto perfection. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Pesto got everywhere.
Aggie, do you want some? You can't have any.
Tangerines are hanging heavy, glowing marigold in hues, teasing a half-pale moon, and I feel a pull to the blue velvet dark and stars, stars, stars.
So I finished recording the podcast and now I'm just doing some knitting on my Merle Magic, and we're gonna have a lovely evening in, watch some BoJack Horseman and cuddle our kitty cat, and I will see you tomorrow.